Hey everybody, I hope you're having a nice weekend and enjoying the nice weather. A few things in the greenhouse before we head outside. We're still working on getting through the fall plants, both to give away and to plant in our garden. I'll go through a few things with the beds outside when we get to them. I did want to show you guys the sweet potatoes can start going up this week. We have some here and some under this towel here. So I don't want to send them all up just one day because it might be a bit much. So every day we'll just send up a little bit and we'll get through it by the end of the week. We have a couple more things to plant up, or pot up I should say. We can finish potting up the spinach that's left here. And it looks like this dino kale. I think those two are the only ones that are ready. And let's see if there's anything else on my list right here. I don't think so. Okay, let's head outside. So we'll continue to harvest the peppers in this bed. I have been waiting until they turn color, but there might just be so many on here. Ooh, oh, shh. Okay. Guess I'm harvesting that branch. I just broke it. There might be just so many on here that we need to just start harvesting them when they're still green. You can see they're fairly small, but they're just like little kind of snack peppers. So we'll keep harvesting those this week. In this front bed, I took out the tomatoes and a lot of the zinnias that were in the front of the bed. And I think what I want to do in this bed is just plant a variety of fall crops. So we'll just take like some of the plants we have inside. We have a little bit of collards left. We'll plant some mustard, some cabbage, some kale. And then maybe we'll just sow in some radishes and beets and carrots. And so we'll just do kind of a variety in that front bed. And then in bed 16, we're gonna plant radishes interplanted with carrots. So we'll do like 3 rows of carrots. And then in the middle of those rows, we'll plant 2 rows of radishes. Bed 14, I sowed radishes, which are already starting to come up, and then I also sowed scallions. Those have not started to germinate yet, so we'll just have to water these beds daily until that happens. We need to harvest okra. I think the plants are now bounced back from all the chewing that was done on them, so we're just gonna have a late okra harvest this year. Usually we're harvesting okra beginning in August. So this bed we're gonna plant, bed 22, we're gonna plant kohlrabi, which I have plants inside. I do need to make a sign for it though. And we'll make sure to cover it just so things aren't getting nibbled on until the plants get a bit stronger. And then in this bed, bed 10, we're gonna plant leeks, which I have a bunch of leeks started in the greenhouse. It did have a ant pile in here, so I'm gonna have to see if I got it all. It doesn't look very active, but sometimes you can't tell until you start digging around in here. So we'll need to make sure that that's gone before we start planting in here. I do have some leftover dill and cilantro that I want to plant. It seems to work best kind of planting it on this end. So yeah, we'll probably do that. We'll just kind of plant it around here on this end. And if there are other places we can stick things, like we could even plant a little bit around the blackberries, maybe like here. We'll just have to see how much we have and how far it will stretch. We also have some more marigolds. I don't know if it's really even gonna do much to plant them right now, but I do want to kind of experiment and see. So we could start planting marigolds in certain spots, you know, maybe a couple on the ends of beds. And then I do have some plants that I want to start putting in containers. And the containers might do best with mustard because I feel like a lot of the squirrels and probably I saw a baby bunny around here the other day. I don't know that they would eat the mustard greens. So maybe we'll reserve the tray of mustard I have and just start popping it into some of these containers. There are a couple of containers we still need to switch out, like this. We'll just have to kind of figure out when we're gonna pull some of this other stuff. Like here, this bag I'm just gonna throw away because obviously it looks like it's about to fall apart. But some of the buckets, we could probably plant mustard in those. I know there's one more shishito over here and we can plant mustard there. And then here are the marigolds. So the marigolds are down here. There's more over here. So we'll just kind of get through whatever we can and see what happens. Let's see if I have anything else on my list. I don't think so. I have sowed a number of things, the Swiss chard, the beets, one or two other things that we can go through and thin if needed. So here you can see there's like 3 coming up in the same spot, just thin it down to 1. And then we probably need to, it looks like in this bed, there are some spots that nothing's coming up. So we can go through and thin that. The seedlings in a few beds, and I think that is about it. I think my schedule is pretty normal this week. I'm not thinking anything off the top of my head that I have going on, but I'll put it in my email if there's anything to make you all aware of. But as always, thanks in advance for any help you can provide, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one. Bye-bye.